Hello and welcome to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name is Jeremiah Krakowski, and on this podcast, I help you grow in your life and in your business strategies to help you reach your goals faster, to get there quicker, to do things that you never thought were possible in your life. The impossible is possible when you change your beliefs, make decisions, and take actions that you've never done before. Literally anybody can accomplish anything, but there's a process to that. And so I want to talk about a specific part of that process of motivation. And when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, you have no energy, and you're struggling to deal with that. I want to paint a scenario for you of energy, okay? There's mornings where you got 3 days in a row of just constant work, okay? Constantly working. And you got 3 hours of sleep, right? Just grinding, just exhausted, just completely exhausted, no energy. But then on Saturday or Sunday, there's something exciting that you want to go do. And you pop right out of bed in the morning and you're super excited to do it. Have you ever experienced this? You got 3 hours of sleep. You've been exhausted the last couple of days, but because you were so excited for that thing to do, you popped right out of bed. Now, that had nothing to do with the amount of caffeine you had. That had nothing to do with what you ate. That had nothing to do with any of that. There was just a pure, raw excitement that got you out of bed. And I want to tell you this. As a business owner, you can cultivate that. I know there's a lot of you that might be listening to me that are health coaches and help people as far as areas of energy and eating right and taking care of that stuff. Yes, we want to support that by how we eat. We want to support that by the amount of sleep we get, the water we intake. But I want to come at this from a different angle, one that I've experienced and that I know every single business owner that's made $1 million will tell you, is that when you get to a certain level, it doesn't matter how you feel. You can cultivate an excited energy in yourself that's not from burnout, but because you are just thriving in your highest, happiest, most joyful state, to where you might come home after a long day of exhausting work and be able to build your business with the excitement level as if you got a whole day's worth of sleep. You might have worked a hard day before, but you can cultivate that level of excitement. And this comes by visualization. This comes by what are your routines before bed? What are your morning routines? This comes by focusing on what am I focusing on? If we stop focusing on what we don't like in our world, what's not working for us, how the people in my life are not loving me the way that I want, they're not treating me the way that I want, or I have so much going on at work, I have no energy to do this. If that's your focus, that's the reality that you're going to get. And there's a lot to do with energy that I'm going to be the first one to tell you this. I used to do a lot of bodybuilding stuff, and I would eat the perfect diet, the perfect everything that should give the most amount of energy, but my mindset on this wasn't in the right place, and I was constantly exhausted. And now I eat good, but I could eat not so good one day and wake up with just as much energy the next day because of the excitement that comes from within me. Now, how does that work? It's a mental factor of that. It's mind over body. Is making a decision that I'm not going to let how I feel dictate what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let how I feel today decide if I'm going to record a podcast today. I'm not going to let how I feel. By the way, I woke up pretty blah today. I did. My wife will tell you like 2 hours ago. And I said, you know what? All right, I'm going to take an hour, get my head right, have some breakfast, do this, and boom, right back into it. Oftentimes, we get into these cycles of our existence that we're so used to how we do it, how it's always been done, how we've always done our every single day, that we self-defeat and set ourselves up for failure. And a lot of it goes on up here. It's what we're thinking in our head is trickling down to our body, and our actions can't even move forward. We're so draggy because we're thinking about stuff. We're so focused on what's not working, what's not going right, what's not happening the way that we want it in our life. That becomes our focus. And I hear it constantly from people on my social media. I hear it constantly from people in coaching calls. My life's not going how I want it to. Jeremiah, you don't know. I got the work all day long and I'm trying to build my business and I just have no energy. Great. Do something about it. That's what I got to say to that. I mean, really, is whatever you're feeling, do something about it. Whatever's not working, figure it out. Everything is possible to be figured out. And if you're waiting until your life is perfectly in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, before you step up and do something about it, you're going to constantly be on that hamster wheel of failure for years. And that's what you've been experiencing up to this moment in time. Maybe you had some success in the past and you're trying to get back to that place of success that you had. You're trying to replicate the past. That's another failing cycle because you're never going to be able to replicate what the past was. I'm never going to be able to replicate that where I was 5, 10 years ago. What I can do is I can create a new reality today, this month, this week, that is my best self in every single situation. And choosing to bring my best foot forward in every situation. We get so connected and tethered to needing our situation to go how we visualize that it should go up here, that we refuse to do what we need to do until it's how it should be. We're so stuck on should be and how it should be and how it should be going that we won't even step up in our lives to make a change, to do the things that are going to take us to the next level until all the things should be how they should be. Instead of, you have the choice, you have the decision to choose your life, to create your life, to design your life, to put all the pieces in order the way that serves you best. And oftentimes, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be how you visualized it. It's not going to be how you saw it. Does that make visualization crap? Does that make visualization worthless? Does that make it something that you shouldn't do because it's not how it's panning out that way? Absolutely not. This need for perfection and things to be 100% before we ever move forward is killing our potential and keeping us stuck in negative failure cycles. It's the fuel to failure. Perfectionism is the fire that will, every single time you will fail. Perfection. I'm somebody that's all about excellence and doing things excellently. But on the days when I didn't take action, when I didn't step up, when I didn't do what I need to do, what I want to do, and actually moved my shoulds to my wants, and I did it out of a desire to do that rather than, well, I got to do this because it's a draggy thing that I got to do. And until I do it, I'm not going to be successful. You have to flip your focus and make a decision that your passion and your purpose is going to come from that place. Many times we're so focused on, I don't have passion, I don't have motivation for this, because we're waiting until one day off in the future that we get passion and motivation for what we're going to do. Instead of choosing, you know what, I'm going to be passionate about doing social media videos. I'm going to be passionate about launching my product, creating a funnel, building my website, learning something new. I'm going to be passionate about trying something that I don't know how to do and possibly failing at it. I'm going to be passionate about doing things imperfectly. Become passionate about that as much as you have been for perfection. And if you're somebody that you've broken that perfection cycle, I'm telling you, we tell ourselves, I broke the perfection cycle, I'm not doing that. That's how our brain ends up justifying that our actions are okay. I ended up doing this myself. I was like, okay, well, I broke the perfectionism cycle, so everything that I'm doing now is the right way. If you are not getting your goals, if you're not where you want to be in your life, if your life doesn't look how you want it to be, if your life is not going the way that you want it to go, there are still areas that you need to shift, adjust, change, tweak, grow in, learn, and personally develop. And there's books that can help you do this. A really good book is by Brené Brown, I Thought It Was Just Me. It's an incredible book on the topic of feeling shame and feeling guilt about what we're not doing, what we're not accomplishing, and breaking this cycle. Her entire message is this that I'm sharing with you right now. Her books are absolutely incredible. Brené Brown's books. They're going to change your life. And when you grab onto this, that you can take action, that you can develop passion in yourself, that you can develop motivation, even on the days when you feel tired, exhausted, and like you're at your wit's end, that you can work through those things. And some of you are probably going to have to even get some therapy to help with some of that, because there might be some unprocessed trauma that you're working through, stuff that happened 30 years ago that you're still spinning around in your head, that is sucking your energy away while you're trying to build your business. You're focused on what your grandpa did to you, or what your mom did to you, or what your dad or your uncle or whatever that is. This literally is how human psychology works. Is I'm trying to build my business, but my brain is still stuck on this situation that happened 30, 40, 50 years ago. And so it's a constant struggle. Therapy is a huge way that can help that. Okay? There's Christian inner healing ministry and stuff like that. That's also a mix of kind of some psychology and things like that. Please, my friends, everything does not have to be perfect for you to reach your goals. You don't need to have the perfect energy for you to step up and take action every single day. You can create it. You can choose how I'm going to feel. Oh, I'm feeling down right now. I'm going to choose to feel happy. I'm going to choose to feel joyful. You don't need to go through a whole process to do this. I used to think that I had to go through a whole process to feel this way. And as soon as I started working through some of these issues that were holding me back and realizing, no, you know what? I can choose that. That is a decision to make. I can choose to feel good today. I can choose to be disciplined today. I get to choose to take the action today that I know is best, even when I don't feel like it. And as soon as you do that, your life changes. Your business changes. Your actions in your business change. Your business decisions change. The choices that you make in your business change. The choices that you make in your life change. The only reason that you are right where you are today in your life is because you've chosen to be there. The only reason that the situations that are happening in your life where you are right now that are affecting what's happening is because that's a choice of your own. You have to own that fact and choose how you want to feel and make the best out of all of that in every situation. Every single instance of what you are feeling in your life is a choice that you've made. Did you choose what happened to you? No. Did you choose what somebody said to you? No. Did you choose what somebody did to you? No. Did you choose what somebody else did? No. But you get to choose how you respond, react, think about, decide, act, make decisions about the story you tell yourself, how you will respond moving forward. That's 100% on you, a choice. It's a choice that I'm not going to be happy until life around me is perfect. That's a choice that you've chosen for yourself. It's a choice that I'm not going to take action until everything is how I think it should be. That's a choice. You can choose the other way. And whatever is telling you that you can't choose, that you're stuck, that it's not a choice of your own, that somebody else is controlling that choice, that's a choice to believe that. That's a choice to believe that you have no power, that you're powerless. And you might be somebody like me that your whole life you've been told that you're powerless, that you can't make decisions on your own, that somebody else has to make the decisions for you, that you're not good enough to make decisions. These are stories and tapes that I was telling myself. As long as you believe that, that will be your reality, because that's the choice that you've chosen, is to allow what you've experienced to dictate your life. That what you've experienced dictates your reality. That's the choice that you've chosen, and you've chosen to create that reality. You can choose something different, but until you do, nothing will change. I promise you that. And so today, start choosing differently. Start choosing to build your business even when you don't feel like it. Start choosing that I am a powerful person. I am somebody that can change my situation. I am somebody that is not controlled by other people, that is not dictated by other people, that is not told by other people's opinions how good I am and what my worth is. That I get to decide that, and believe that for yourself within. Okay? That goes right directly into the actions that you do in your business. Every single one of them. If you're sitting there saying, well, I just can't get these Facebook ads to work, or I just can't get my website up. It's just, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. And complaining and throwing a childlike temper tantrum about the fact that you can't do something, instead of asking for help, getting somebody to help you, learning a new skill, discovering what you don't know, going out of your way to learn how to do something that you don't know how to do, or choosing to do something differently. It's 100% a choice of your own to be in the situation that you're in. Nobody is responsible for how you feel right now but you. Are you going to let how you feel dictate your choices, decisions, and actions? Or are you going to choose to do those for yourself? As soon as you decide that, you know what, I'm going to learn what I don't know. I'm going to get help. I'm going to discover what is new, what I'm not sure of yet. I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to humble myself to say, I don't need to know everything to be safe. I don't need to have all the pieces perfectly figured out to take action. I don't need to have the perfect plan written out and drawn out in front of me to be able to be successful. That I can take action. I can fly an airplane without the wings and build the wings as I go, and jump out of the airplane without a parachute and create the parachute as you land. You do not need to have everything perfectly figured out before you get started. That's a lie that is keeping you stuck. It's an absolute fallacy. You do not need everything figured out before you take action. You do not need to have who should I ask for help figured out. How should I ask? Oh, I don't want to ask in the wrong way. This is so stuck to being afraid of looking stupid to people if you ask something the wrong way. Instead, we need to humble ourselves and say, hey, listen, I don't know how to ask this question. I don't even know who to ask, but I'm just going to put this out there and see if somebody can help me. Humble yourself to admit to yourself, I don't know everything, and I don't need to. That it's okay if I don't know everything. That I can learn as I go, and I can find the people to help me. And if you're somebody that's building an online business, running Facebook ads, building funnels, launching products and services online, selling, and want to get to 6, 7, and 8 figures, I'm somebody that can help you do that. The Grow Your Life community is a place where you can do that. You can post your questions. If you haven't yet, schedule a free 15-minute call with me on my website, and let's talk about this. Let's talk about where you're stuck. Let's talk about where you constantly hit a brick wall at. Let's talk about what's keeping you from moving forward from the place that you're at right now to help you break through to the next level. Go to my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com/free call, or it's on the menu on my site under coaching. It says free 15-minute call. Schedule a free call with me and let's talk. And if you want to win a free 30-minute call with me, you can leave hashtag Grow Your Life on my Instagram and pick one winner every single week on Sundays to win that. All right? Grow your life, everybody. You can be successful. You can reach your goals no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on around you. You can stay consistent. I promise you that. We'll talk soon.